Have you ever watched someone stay completely calm while everything around them was falling apart? No panic, no anger, no reaction. Just silence and total control. You thought, how do they do that? Here's the truth. They are not emotionless, they are not cold, they simply trained their mind to respond, not react. There is a difference. Reacting is automatic, responding is a choice. Every time you lose your cool, someone else gains control over you. Every time you stay calm, you take that control back. This is not a personality trait, this is a skill, and skills can be learned. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how the calmest people in the room built that unbreakable mind. Every argument you have ever lost, every deal that didn't go your way, every time someone pushed your buttons. It wasn't an accident. They knew exactly which emotional trigger to pull, and they pulled it. Here is how it works. When you get angry, your logical brain shuts down, and your emotional brain takes over. In that moment, you stop thinking clearly, you start making mistakes, and someone else is watching and winning. This happens every single day, at work, at home, in relationships, in negotiations. The person who stays calm is always watching, always thinking, always 3 steps ahead. The person who reacts has already lost before the conversation even ends. So the question is, are you the one pulling the strings, or are you the one being pulled? Most people think that to win an argument, you have to say more. They are wrong. The most powerful response in any situation is sometimes complete silence. Here is why. When you go silent, the other person gets uncomfortable, they start talking more, they start explaining themselves, they start revealing things they never meant to reveal. Silence makes people nervous, and nervous people make mistakes. But there is more. When you speak less, every word you say carries more weight. People lean in, people listen, people remember. The person who talks the most is usually the least powerful in the room. The person who speaks only when necessary controls the entire conversation without saying a single word. Think about the most powerful people you know. Do they talk too much? Or do they say very little and mean every word? Let me be clear. Emotional detachment does not mean you stop feeling. It means you feel everything, but you choose what to show and what to keep locked inside. Here is the difference. A weak person feels something and immediately shows it on their face, in their voice, in their body language. A strong person feels the exact same thing, but their face stays still, their voice stays level, their body stays calm. Same emotion, completely different reaction. How do you build this? Step 1. Notice your triggers. What makes you angry? What makes you nervous? What makes you react? Once you know your triggers, they lose their power over you. Step 2. Create a gap between what you feel and what you do. Even 1 second of pause changes everything. Step 3. Control your face first. Your face is where emotions leak. Train it, and your whole presence changes. The goal is not to be a robot. The goal is to be the person in the room that nobody can read and everybody respects. Think about the last time someone made you angry. What did you do? You reacted, you said something, you did something, and later you regretted it. That reaction cost you something. Maybe respect, maybe a relationship, maybe an opportunity, maybe just your own peace. Here is what nobody tells you. Every time you react, you hand over your power to the person who triggered you. They pushed a button, and you performed exactly as they expected. But the moment you stop, the moment you pause, take a breath, and choose your response, everything shifts. They expected a reaction, you gave them nothing. And nothing is the most powerful response you can ever give. Because now, they don't know what you're thinking, they don't know what you'll do next, and that uncertainty puts you in complete control. Winning is not always loud. Sometimes winning looks like a calm face, a slow breath, and total silence. Pressure breaks most people. Not because they are weak, but because they were never taught how to handle it. Think about it. Nobody teaches you in school how to stay calm when everything falls apart, how to think clearly under stress, how to keep moving when everything inside you wants to stop. So most people collapse under pressure, make poor decisions, say things they regret, and lose control at the worst possible moment. But some people are different. They get quieter when things get louder. They get sharper when things get harder. They get calmer when things get more chaotic. How? They built their mind like a muscle. Every time they faced pressure and stayed calm, their mind got stronger. Every time they felt like reacting and chose to pause, their control got deeper. Every time they wanted to quit and kept going, their resilience grew. This is not talent, this is training. And the training starts with one simple decision. The next time pressure comes, and it will come, you do not run from it, you sit with it, you breathe through it, and you let it make you stronger. Because a mind that pressure cannot break is a mind that nothing can stop. We have covered a lot in this video. How to stay calm under pressure, how to stop reacting, how to use silence as power, how to feel everything but show nothing, how to build a mind that pressure cannot break. But it all comes down to one single truth. The most powerful person in any room, in any situation, in any relationship is not the loudest, not the strongest, not the most aggressive. It is the one who controls himself. Because when you control yourself, nobody can use your emotions against you, and nobody can predict your next move, nobody can break your focus, nobody can steal your peace. And here is the deepest truth. Every empire that ever fell, fell from within. Every person who ever lost, lost control of themselves first. And every person who ever won, built that victory on a foundation of self-control. This is not just psychology, this is the oldest wisdom known to mankind. Control your mind, control your emotions, control your reactions. And watch how the world around you starts to change. You came here to learn how to stay calm under pressure. But what you actually learned is something far more powerful. You learned how to become unbreakable.